Hey there everyone, this is Jeff Perkins with JD Cutlery doing another review on the ZT0308BLKTS. I do have one of the standard 308s in here as well, but you know me, we don't leave anything standard, so we'll kind of run through these one at a time just to give you an idea of all the different options we have available right now. Of course, the BLK comes black scale, black DLC, stonewash, tiger stripe blade. But why would we ever leave a knife the way it comes? We'll go ahead and run through these one at a time. Starting with a high polish on the titanium. Really makes all of the black hardware pop nicely. It is just a real basic high polish, but of course there was a lot of work done here to get rid of all that black DLC and then hit it with all the color. Lockup is pretty good. We're right about probably 25%, and centering on these is pretty standard, usually right in the center to a tiny bit off to the black G10 scale side. And the action, of course, is great with a serious ka-thunk as they lock up. So that is the high polish. And then let's take a look at the standard 308. Oh, not standard anymore. We went ahead and just took one of the DLC coated sides from one of the BLKs, put it on, and then we did a nice blood red maroon dye job on that coyote colored scale that was on it. Kind of gives it the possible Deadpool color pattern. But for those of you that just want something a little different, wanted the black DLC and the standard blade, well, guess what? She's available. So lockup is good there. Centering is very good as well. And that is that one. Okay, so this one is, and I'm not sure if my lighting's gonna do it for me. Let's see. Let's drop that light just a little bit. This is a high voltage purple that's got a satin finish down in all the grooves, and then it has been polished on the high points and given a blue anodizing job from there. So it turned out pretty sharp. Looks really good out in the sun. Let's see if changing. Nope, that color didn't do it. I'm playing with the lights a little bit to get the color to pop very well, but it's not really doing this one justice. Go back to the cold. Lock up here. Let's flip her open. Lockup is good there. And again, centering is right in on it. Do have the matching purple lanyard. This one is a bit of a multicolor green. There's some different hues of green kind of going through it. They're a little subtle, nothing too terribly heavy on it. Then again, we polished out all the high points and hit it with a bronze. This one turned out pretty sharp looking. I do like that solid green color with the bronze. Lock up, flip it open so you see it right after a flip. Good lockup. Lockup seems to be about the same on all of them, and centering is pretty much the same as well. This is one that you just use a standard wrench to tighten or loosen your pivot, and it is nice that they've got those two number 8 torque screws to hold that lock bar insert in there. Definitely sharp looking in the bronze and green. This one's a kind of cool color. This is kind of an aqua blue almost that we sanded and hit with purple. So the high points have a nice purple on them, and this is a cool looking like aqua blue. I was pretty happy with the way this one turned out. I was shooting for a high voltage blue that was a little darker, but when this color popped, I was like, "Ooh, hey, that's kind of sharp, kind of bright, definitely a little bit different." And then that purple really looks nice when you're looking at it out in the sunlight, and in person it's quite a bit brighter. There's your centering and your lockup. Definitely a sharp looking knife, especially with that black G10. I'm so glad that they stopped using that coyote, just because it is not the color we need to be doing. Little Mr. Tucker is trying to get attention. Hush. Go play with Sophie. So here is a blue to green fade that has been polished out and then hit with a bronze. Let me deal with this little stinker real quick. Sorry about that. But this one turned out really cool. I like the fade on it. It was a nice solid fade. The blue into a lighter blue into a green. And then again, sanded out and given the bronze on the high points and all the edges. The back edge on all of these is also done in whatever color. We've done the high points. Centering is right there. And again, lockup is consistent on these knives. I haven't had any issue with too early or too late a lockup. So these knives are very consistent. Very happy with the way they turned out. And of course we've got lanyards on every knife that we've done up at this point. Just because I am a big fan of the lanyard, and if you don't like it and you buy the knife, just go ahead and cut it off. I prefer to have one to help pull it out of the pocket. So this one is a purple blue background with a high point sanded and then a real nice bright purple on the high points. Again, the camera and the lighting is just not doing this one justice. This is a really sharp looking knife when you get it out, or when you have it in person. What I'm seeing versus what I've got on the screen is not quite the same. But here's a good look at that Stonewash Tiger Stripe blade. It is definitely very nice. I like that they stonewashed it, just because all of their black wash and stonewash really does a good job of hiding wear and tear. I'm a big fan of the black wash. I do not like straight DLC knives, just because when you're on just a straight DLC, it's going to show all of the little scratches and wear and tear of everyday use. These really don't fingerprint very badly either, which is pretty nice. But as anybody knows that plays with titanium, you get fingerprinting or kind of a duller color. Just use a little bit of Windex in a soft cloth, spray your cloth, wipe it down, and you will be right back to a bright finish for your anodizing. Well, these are all currently available on the website, www.jdcutlery.com. Please log in, check them out, see what we've got going on. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.